Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here with a Vinyl Finds video. It's been a while since I did one of these. I got a record in the mail today. I've listened to side one of it and I liked it so much I figured, you know what, I have some records here. I think 6. Might as well do a Vinyl Finds. And the record that came today was Them. Time Out, Time In for Them. I believe it was Psych showed this recently. I think he probably had an original. I believe the Hog's Ear Report has shown this record. It's them, the band Van Morrison came out of. This is the later incarnation of them. This guy was an original member. And they made 2 psychedelic albums. I think one is Now in Them, and then this one, Time Out, Time In for Them. And I've only listened to side 1, but it's fantastic. Every song's good. It's in glorious stereo, which psychedelic music needs to be. You get a sitar in the right channel, guitars in the left channel. I mean, it's a really good album. I mean, you could argue, okay, the songwriting isn't as good as the Gloria, and it isn't as heartfelt. But this is I dig this 67, 68 period of psychedelic music, and this came out in 68, and I prefer this over the Van Morrison Them. Call me a jackass or whatever, but yeah, this is really good. Tom Lane and Sharon Pulley, whoever they are, they write like 7 or 8 of the 10 songs, which is kind of a surprise. This is a reissue, and it's on Tower Records. I don't know how this is going to show up because I'm filming this at night. I've never filmed in here at night. I don't know why I pulled it out. It's on glorious black vinyl in a paper sleeve, which eventually I'll probably change out. But anyways, that record, it inspired me to make this video. Now, I do have one record that I bought on the last drop of Record Store Day, and it's The Who live at Monterey. Nothing in here. It's their set. It's like a pretty short set. I think it's a little bit under 30 minutes. Yeah, it's under 30 minutes. The dog crossed the way. He's a nut. But yeah, this was the only thing that interested me on the... I said I was going to skip Record Store Day this year. I ended up buying one from Drop 1, one from Drop 2, and one from Drop 3. I mean, all in the mail. I didn't go. I don't really... The only thing that interests me in this Black Friday one that's coming this Friday is the Lou Reed live at Ashton Hall, 1973. But I have a Lou Reed from 1973 that's really good, and so I don't really need it. But anyways, it's got some shots of the band. And this one is on really cool vinyl. And a lot of people claim that the color vinyl doesn't sound as good as the black vinyl. But I learned from my new friend, Stunty, who actually runs and owns a pressing plant. If you make the adjustments, it shouldn't make a difference. StuntrockConfusion. Check them out. I highly recommend StuntrockConfusion. In fact, I'm going to leave a link. And I'm also going to leave a link to Baggy Hi-Fi, another great channel. I used to do a lot of shout outs. I don't do them as much anymore because a lot of these guys, turns out they're flakes, Stunty might be a flake, but we'll soon find out. I got a couple of tone poets, believe it or not. This is Duke Pearson, The Phantom. I think this came out in 68 or 9. 68. This is really cool. Now, it's kind of weird how they go off this way. It's great sounding. it's on the Blue Note. And I noticed right away I didn't like the third song on side one. I didn't like it as much as the other 5 songs. And it turns out it's from a different session. It's a little bit earlier. So it's that song's a little more easy listening. But the other 5 songs, I mean, I dig it. The Phantom song is really cool. It's got the congas, and this has kind of a South American, Caribbean groove to it. It's got some great players on here. Bobby Hutchinson on vibes. You got a couple of guitar players, a couple of conga players. And it's really good. Yeah, the first song, the congas are really prevalent, really cool vibe. The second song, Blues for Albina, it kind of would have fit in on this album I have. I do have Duke Pearson, the album that came out prior to that one. This is 67. This is a really good album. I do have some jazz. I got rid of maybe half, but I did keep some, and this is one I kept. And that's why I thought, I saw Mazzy talking about this one. I thought, you know what, I'll check it out. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link to the video I did with Mazzy. It's At the Movies with Dick and Norm. And the other Blue Note I bought was Herbie Hancock, The Prisoner. Now this one, I don't like it as much on first listen, to be quite honest. I didn't listen to this before. I didn't listen to either one of them before. If I would have listened to this before, I probably wouldn't have got it. I mean, the song The Prisoner is really good. It's got some really good sax by, who is it? Joe Henderson. Joe Henderson I like. But I don't know. I didn't like this one as much. It's a little kind of smooth. It's not as... I like... I have probably 10 Herbie Hancock albums. And I do have some of his on Blue Note. I have this one. Herbie Hancock, Speak Like a Child. This one I like better. But yeah, I'll give it another listen, But I wasn't too impressed with that one. And I got a couple more records. These are the ones I've had the longest. And I bought these off of from Triple B Records. It's a hardcore punk label out of Boston. It's mostly Boston bands and New York bands. And I heard this and I really liked it. Primitive Blast. It's like an EP. It's got 6 songs. And yeah, pretty simple drawing on the cover. Some guy beating another dude down. And then there's a safety pin and a dog and a nail in this guy's head. And I don't know. Really good, brutal stuff, though. Really good. And it's on the Triple B label. I dig. Okay, now that I think about it, I really dig the Triple B label. It's really cool how they have this label and they put it on all their releases, I kind of dig that. Yeah, 6-song EP. Really cool vinyl. And I got a 7-inch that I don't remember how it sounds, but I must have liked it because I did listen to all these on Bandcamp before I bought them. But yeah, it's one of these fold over. And it's Nosebleed. Really good, hardcore, loud stuff. And it's on color vinyl too. As you can see, it's on that same Triple B label. And I bought one more from Triple B. And it's Mind Force's second. It's like an EP. Came out earlier this year. This is the second press. When this first came out, I listened to it and I go, nah, it's just the same as the first one. So I skipped on it. I think it was either the next day or 2 days later. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. And it was already sold out. So I saw this on there. It's the second press of it. I'll pick it up. Probably a couple hundred of them. You know, there's not very many of these. Yeah, that's one thing about Triple B records. They don't do really big runs. But yeah, pretty cool. This band, this is a heavy riff. Heavy riffs. It's not the same style as that other one. These guys do more of a, what some people would call heavy metal riffs. But actually heavy metal ripped it off from hardcore. But yeah, you know how they kind of blended in the 80s. And yeah, these guys are kind of along that line. They do solos. The singer I really dig. You know, yeah, there's some good live videos of Mind Force. And yeah, really cool. Again, pretty interesting. It's only got a label on one side. It looks like, yeah, it's just a one-sided EP. Just like I think the other one was. Anyways, that's it. Kind of short. I was going to do a Frank Zappa I pulled my Frank Zappas. But there's a couple of them I can't find. Since I moved here, the records are not in order. I mean, they're kind of, but they're not. And there's a couple of Frank Zappas I can't find. So probably this weekend, I'm going to pull them all out because I want to move the shelf over about 3 inches anyways. And I'm just going to organize everything. The other thing is, I did buy a mic for my iPhone. Who knows? I can't find that either. So I wanted to improve the sound. And I'm going to do another at the movies with Norm, Dick and Norm. We might make that a regular thing until it gets boring. But yeah, check it out. I'll leave a link. Anyways, take care. Go Dodgers. Actually, I should say go Jets. 0-10, man. We're going for draft picks.